Welcome back to the Riverhawk Baseball Invitational here at Quinton Street Ballpark in the Dalles. This is Henley Baseball on mybasin.com. Today, the 2-1 Henley Hornets play against the Philomath Warriors. The Warriors are 1-2. Yesterday was the first day of the Riverhawk Baseball Invitational, in which Henley pulled off a 4-1 win against St. Helens, and Philomath lost to Astoria 3-4. And now for today's starting lineups, presented by Gary Sheen and Country Financial, the nation's #1 life insurance provider. Protect your family and assets today by calling 541-884-1700. That's 541-884-1700. All right, we'll start with the visitors. Today, that's the Henley Hornets. At second base, #3, Carson Sims. At shortstop, #1, Connor Shively. Catching for the Hornets today, #19, Jacoby Takini. Playing first base, #15, Ian Meyer. Playing center field, Harley Hoblet, #17. At third base, #6, Derek Cox. Pitching for us today will be #12, Corbin Hamilton in the 7-hole. Batting 8th, playing right field, #5, Porter Frost. And playing left field, #2, Ryan Douglas. And now for the home today, that's going to be the Philomath Warriors. #5, Sammy Hernandez. #9, Caleb Babcock. #3, AJ Altashin. #10, Jacob Hernandez. #6, Wiley Griffith. #17, Cameron Cavett. #7, Rustin Woosley. #11, Cam Herbert. And #4, Gavin Bennett. We'll step aside and take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the top of the lineup for Henley Baseball on mybasin.com.
Looking for insurance from someone who truly understands rural Klamath? Meet Gabby Haskins, a licensed agent for Country Financial, born and raised in Merrill, with deep roots in agriculture and the local way of life. Whether you're protecting your family farm, homes, vehicles, businesses, Gabby's here to help. She offers trusted, personalized insurance for farm, life, home, auto, commercial, and retirement needs at Gary Sheen's Country Financial office in Merrill. Stop by today and see why Merrill residents trust one of their own. Country Financial, here to help you experience more in Merrill.
What are your goals? To get stronger, move better, feel healthier? Whatever you are aiming for, Harbor Isles is here to help you. They have brand new cardio and strength equipment. Harbor Isles offers indoor tennis courts, 4 indoor pickleball courts, energizing group classes, expert personal trainers, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff ready to guide you every step of the way. No matter what your goals are, Harbor Isles has everything you need to reach those goals. Stop by and see the difference for yourself. Harbor Isles, lose those reins and get your gains.
Welcome back to Hornets Baseball on mybasin.com, where the 2-1 Hornets face the Philomath Warriors, who are 1-2. Now, the Hornets are guests today, so they will be batting. Top 3. #3, Carson Sims. #1, Connor Shively. And #19, Jacoby Takini. Also, later for us, the Hornets, #12, Corbin Hamilton, will be pitching for us. So I've heard that the Warriors have put in their best pitcher as well, so should be a good battle today. Looking to be a defensive game. We'll see. Yesterday, the Hornets were able to get 5 hits.
Leading off the top of the first for the Henley Hornets, #3, second baseman, Carson Sims.
All right, here we go. Let's play ball. Up to bat right now, #3, Carson Sims. Sims plays second base for the Hornets, and so far he's had an on-base percentage of 66% this season. Now we're only 3 games in, but it's pretty impressive. His hitting average is 500. Not a bad start for Carson, as he'll get another base hit right there, right down the middle, in between the second baseman and shortstop. Now, that's a hit at any level, if you ask me. So, Carson will get on base. Connor Shively up to bat now. Connor plays shortstop for the Hornets. Hitting in the 2-hole tonight. We've got a lefty pitcher here. It's an interesting battle. They'll call him with a balk. So Carson Sims will advance to second base. And Connor Shively still up to bat. Pitcher's name for the Warriors is Caleb Babcock. That'll be ball 1. Count 1-0. We've got a runner on second. That's Carson Sims. Sims scored twice yesterday, scoring the first 2 runs for the Hornets. Babcock throws one just a little bit low and outside. It's a lefty on lefty battle here. It's Shively's in the lefty batter box and Caleb Babcock. It's always interesting to see a lefty pitcher. I always hated playing against them. I think most righties do. Strike 1. Count 2-1. Not a bad pitch to look at. Taking our time today. It was raining a little bit earlier. Field's pretty wet still, but luckily it's not raining anymore. Got a little peak of sunshine here as the sun's about to set. Babcock throws that one into the dirt. And Sims will go to third. I think Shively thought that it was a walk, but that was only the 3rd ball. So count will be 3-1. Shively needs one more ball to go to first. We've got Carson Sims in scoring position. Shively takes a crack at it. Ball's going up, fly ball to left field, it just falls foul. So that'll be the 2nd strike in this count. Full count. Man in scoring position, no outs. Babcock really taking his time this evening. You know, baseball is mostly a mental game. If you can master the mental game, you can master almost everything else in baseball. But that time, Babcock threw one just a little bit outside. And Shively will take his base. Runners on first and third. Next up to bat, number 19, Jacoby Takini. Jacoby plays catcher for the Hornets. Last season, he hit a couple home runs. Let's see how he's doing this season. He's hitting at about 250. His on-base percentage is 22%. But it's important to remember these are only the first 3 games of the season. So it'll be important to warm up and kind of evaluate things as we go. Connor Shively is able to steal second, so now we've got runners on second and third. Takini has a great opportunity here for a couple of RBIs if he can place one well. And he'll get hit with the pitch. Bases loaded now, no outs. Score still 0-0. Next up to bat, number 15, Ian Meyer. Ian's playing first base today for the Hornets, as Corbin Hamilton will be pitching later on.
Courtesy runner for Henley, number 10, Chase Barrett.
So Chase Barrett will sub in. He'll be the courtesy runner for Jacoby Takini. Takini is the catcher. Will need to save his legs a little bit. But like I said, bases loaded. Excellent opportunity for some RBIs here. If Ian Meyer can hit one into the gap. Still no outs. Ian Meyer hits one oppo, and it'll fall foul. Just on the other side of the first base foul line there. He'll have to come back to the plate. Take a couple more. Count 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Man, it's been gray all day. Feels kind of cruel now that the sun is starting to peek out behind these clouds as it's starting to set. Ian Meyer will foul that one off into the parking lot. Hope that wasn't my car. Count 0-2 now. So now Ian's got to fight back a little bit here. Maybe get a piece of the ball. Hitting for contact now. Good take. Ball 1. Count 1-2. Bases still loaded for the Hornets. No outs. Score still 0-0. Ian Meyer has an impressive on-base percentage this year. But sacrifice ground ball there to third. He'll get out. They'll force to, I believe that was Shively. Yeah, Shively will get out because of the force out. But Carson Sims will score the first point of this game. The Hornets lead 1-0. 2 outs. Next up to bat, number 4, Max Price. Price is pinch hitting for Harley Hoblet, who's playing center today. What a beautiful backdrop this is. You know, you see those rolling hills behind this field. Sometimes you see some cattle out there grazing. I mean, it's nothing compared to Henley, but it's pretty. Ball 1. Count now 1-1. 2 outs. Takini still on second there. Oh, excuse me, that's Barrett, who came in for Takini. Babcock throws one down the middle. Price will just get a piece of that one. He's a little bit under it. He'll foul it off into the right-hand parking lot. Count 1-2. 2 outs. Barrett still on second for the Hornets. Hornets lead 1-0. Price staying alive. Gets a piece of that one as well. He's battling it there in the batter's box. We've seen a couple of Henley players get a piece on the ball. I mean, first pitch of the game was taken for a base hit by Carson Sims, so it's doable. Price stays alive, his 3rd foul ball in a row. His on-base percentage so far this season in the last 3 games is a 33%. Price fouls one off down the first base foul line, just falls foul barely. Barrett will go back to second. Babcock. He likes to take his time. He's working against Max, but Max is fighting back so far. Nasty pitch, just a little bit high. Ball 2. Count now 2-2. 2 outs. Runner on second. The Hornets lead 1-0. Babcock looking back at Barrett. Not quite. Ball is bobbled at home plate, and Barrett will take third. Now we've got a runner in scoring position. Full count, 2 outs. This pitch could be the difference between the scoreboard saying 2-0 or 1-0. And Philomath coming to bat. Babcock throws one just inside. Max Price will take his base. What a way to battle there in the batter's box. He was down in the count, 1-2, and he was able to stay alive through 4 foul balls and get 3 balls along the way. Send him to the base. Now we've got a little bit of a meeting here at the mound. We'll step aside for a quick break and be right back for Henley Baseball on mybasin.com.
What are the best words you can hear tonight?
Order ready for Susan?
And if you hear those words at Abby's, you know it's going to be a legendary meal. Your pizza is loaded with toppings to the edge, premium ingredients, and real cheese. Yeah, baby. Gather with friends, play some video games, and watch the big game on TV. That's made Abby's a legendary pizza tradition for generations. And when you're ready to hear those magic words,
Tom, your order's ready.
you know where to go. You're always welcome at Abby's.
Welcome back to Hornet Baseball on mybasin.com. We're here at the Riverhawk Baseball Invitational for spring break. These boys are spending most of their spring break playing baseball. America's pastime. It's Henley's pastime. Count. So we got a new pitcher in, I believe. Nope, it's Babcock still. He'll try and get him at first. We've got a little bit of a pickle between first and second base. Max Price trying to stay alive. And the baseball's dropped. Price will go third. And we'll hold him here at third. Wow. So while he was at the plate, he turned what was almost a strikeout into a walk. And then while he was at first, he turned what was almost an out into 2 extra bases. So now Max Price will be in scoring position. The Hornets lead 2-0. Runner on third. A little bit of a 2-out rally here for the Hornets. So here we go, up to bat now. Number 6, Derek Cox. Cox plays third base for the Hornets. We'll have another meeting here at the mound. We'll talk it over. Babcock and his catcher there, number 11, Cam Herbert. Trying to form a game plan here as the 2-out rally from the Hornets seems to be in motion. Babcock throws that one just a little bit too low. Count 1-0. Just a reminder, Price is still in scoring position. And Derek Cox is up to bat. That one's low as well. Count 2-0. So just a reminder, we're in the top of the first. The Hornets lead 2-0. 2 outs. Cox will look at a strike go by that time. Count 2-1. Price still at third in scoring position. Cox will take his second strike, swinging. Count 2-2. 2 outs. And he'll go down swinging. A forward K for Derek Cox, and we'll change possession here as the Hornets will take the field. The Hornets lead 2-0 going to the bottom of the first. Back after this on mybasin.com.
We got limited staff here this week for this invitational.
At Geno's on East Main Street, we're always ready for sports season.
And now is a perfect time to connect with us
We're open every morning at 6:30, serving simply good food.
for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We offer breakfast burritos and burgers all day, Italian family recipes.
Monthly specials, amazing desserts, and of course, your choice of cold or hot beverages.
Call 884-6474 right now to place a food order for pickup or use DoorDash delivery.
Or best of all, come dine in with us.
Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Check out our full menu and all our activities at ilovegenos.com. Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Welcome back to Hornet Baseball on mybasin.com. We're now going into the bottom of the first inning as the Hornets scored twice last inning, leading 2-0. On the bump for the Hornets, number 12, Corbin Hamilton. And in his place at first is going to be Ian Meyer. Takini still catching for the Hornets. Carson Sims playing second. At shortstop, it's Connor Shively. At third, it's going to be Derek Cox. Now for left field, it's going to be Ryan Douglas. In center field, Harley Hoblet. And in right field, Porter Frost. Starting at the top of the lineup for Philomath, it's going to be number 5, Sammy Hernandez. Number 9, Caleb Babcock. And number 3, A.J. Altishin. Up to bat right now is Sammy Hernandez. Hernandez plays shortstop for the Warriors. Ball 1. Hernandez pops that one up. And it's caught by Ian Meyer, first baseman for the Hornets. 1 up, 1 down so far for the Hornets.
Next up for the Warriors, pitcher number 9, Caleb Babcock.
Next up is the pitcher for the Warriors. It's Caleb Babcock. Babcock will take a first strike down the middle. Corbin Hamilton gets him looking. Hamilton with kind of a quick tempo there. Puts one right down the middle yet again, and Babcock fouls it off. Going into the street there behind the press box. Count 0-2. Corbin Hamilton's ahead in the count. 1 out. No one on base. Hamilton with a close ball. Man, a couple of people thought that was a strike. Count 1-2 now. 1 out. Babcock, the pitcher, still up to bat. Babcock will stay alive, fouls that one off the hands of his bat. Count 1 and 2 still. Strike 3. He'll get him swinging. That's a forward K. 2 up, 2 down so far for the Hornets. No one on base so far. Corbin Hamilton, a master class in pitching for the first two batters. Next up to bat for Philomath, it's number 3, A.J. Altishin. Hamilton with a nasty pitch. A little bit of a curve there. Got him looking. Count 0-1. Hamilton with a similar pitch. This time, Altishin's able to foul it off. Count 0-2. Hamilton ahead in the count. Hamilton testing the batter there. He'll throw it just a little bit outside. Good eye for Altishin. Ooh. Just misses the outside of the plate there. Count now 2-2. 2 outs. No one on base. Hamilton throws a third ball. Count now full. 2 outs. Hornets lead 2-0. Strike 3 gets him going. And the Hornets, 3 up, 3 down. They'll go right back to batting for the top of the second. I'll be right back for more Henley baseball on mybasin.com.
There's something special about this place. It's more than the quiet mornings and the open skies. It's more than the scenery. It's the people. Around here, people still wave when you pass by. They check in when something's wrong. They show up when it matters. At Sage Credit Union, we're proud to live and work in a region that believes in each other. A place where neighbors lend a hand, small businesses thrive, and generosity runs deep. We believe that being part of a community means giving back to it, not just with dollars, but with time, effort, and heart. That's why our employees earn paid volunteer time. That's why you'll see us at food drives, fundraisers, and the local fair. We show up for our community. This isn't just where we work. This is where we live, where we give, and where we grow. Right here, in the coffee shop, at the fundraiser, and in our local branch. At Sage Credit Union, we've found our people. We'll see you around town.
Welcome back to Hornet Baseball on mybasin.com. We're at the Bob Williams Field here on Quinton Street Park. This is the Riverhawk Baseball Invitational. These boys are spending their spring break playing at the ballpark. Hornets went 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the first, get back to batting, but in the top of the first, they did some damage. Carson Sims scored, and I believe Max Price scored as well. Next up to bat for the Hornets, it's going to be the pitcher, Corbin Hamilton. Hamilton playing well tonight on the mound. Gets his chance in the batter's box. Babcock throws that one just a little bit low. Count 1-0. Oh, that one's hit hard. Hamilton drills that ball. And see ya. That's a home run for Corbin Hamilton. The first one of the season. Wow. Corbin Hamilton goes 3 up, 3 down on the mound. And now he hits a leadoff home run. It's a great night so far for Corbin Hamilton, and it's the top of the second.
Next up here, in the top of the second.
Next up to bat,
Right fielder
number 5, playing in right field, it's Porter Frost. So Hamilton able to hit that one out. That'll bring us to the 8th spot in our lineup. That means Carson Sims, and the top of the lineup is guaranteed this inning. Sims scored twice last game and once this game. Now it's Frost's time. Frost will take that one high and inside, ball 1. The Hornets lead 3-0. Babcock comes set. Big stride and another one high and inside. Ball 2. Babcock throws that one high. This time he finds the center of the plate. Count 3-0. Frost is able to be selective here. He's able to be a little bit choosy. Ball 4, take your base. 4 pitches, 4 balls.
Next up for the Hornets, left fielder number 2, Ryan
Next up
Douglas.
for the Hornets, Ryan Douglas. Ryan plays left field for the Hornets. No outs so far. The Hornets lead 3-0. We've got a runner on first. And they tried to pick him off at first. Frost is able to get back in time. Won't quite get him, but that is an advantage of a lefty pitcher. He's able to kind of try and pick him off at first. He's facing that direction if he doesn't balk. That time, Babcock threw it a little bit too high, so 5 high pitches in a row after a home run. We'll have a little meeting there at the mound. I'll take a quick break and be right back for more Henley Baseball on mybasin.com.
It's time to reclaim your health and your autonomy. At Heartfelt OBGYN, they focus on you. Their evidence-based approach to care means fewer office visits and a targeted treatment plan to directly address your specific needs. They believe in solutions for their patients, not the industry's profit margin. The providers at Heartfelt OBGYN are committed to serving the community and giving back to the basin. Find them at heartfeltobgyn.com. Heartfelt, because you deserve to be in control of your body and your informed choices.
Welcome back to the Riverhawk Baseball Invitational. Here it's the spring break baseball tournament at the start of the season. The Hornets leading 3-0 after a leadoff home run from Corbin Hamilton. We'll have a little bit of a meeting there on the mound. Babcock will stay in. And next up to bat at the top of the lineup, it's going to be number 3. Carson Sims. Sims has scored once today. He scored twice last night. Oh, excuse me. This is Ryan Douglas. I'm sorry. So, at first, we still have Porter Frost, Ryan Douglas up to bat right now. Count 2-1. This time, Babcock hits home. Throws a strike down the middle. I'm not sure what's happening right now with the scoreboard as Babcock tries to pick Frost off for the second time. Frost gets back in time. Still no outs. Ryan Douglas able to foul that one off, stay alive. Count still 2-2. Okay. We've got things figured out on the field. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Douglas will take another ball inside. Count now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's the second inning. The Hornets lead 3-0. We've got Porter Frost on first base. We've got Babcock tying his shoe on the mound. We'll take some time here. On the mound, like I said, baseball is such a mental game. You know, I mean, you see some of the guys that don't necessarily look like the most athletic people on earth playing at the highest level of baseball in the world. You know, one of my favorite players, Bartolo Colon, if he didn't hit a home run, he wasn't making it to first base. I mean, that guy was out of breath with his home run jog. But he made it to the big leagues because it's a mental battle. You know, it takes a lot of skill to play baseball, but more than skill, it takes a lot of mental. So Babcock looks like he got his cleats all tied and everything. He's ready to go. Ryan Douglas coming back to the batter's box. Count still 2-2. No outs. Top of the second. Babcock comes set. He'll try and throw Porter Frost out. Or Porter Frost, but no luck. Ryan Douglas still in the batter's box. This might be the longest at-bat I've ever witnessed. Babcock comes set, throws it just on the outer half of the plate, maybe outer 10th of the plate. And that'll be the first out for the Warriors as Ryan Douglas strikes out. Next up to bat, number 3, Carson Sims. Second baseman here for the Hornets as the sun has started to set a little bit. We've got clear skies directly above us, but we've got some clouds rolling in. Porter Frost able to hustle back to third base. I think this is the third time Babcock has tried to pick him off. Frost still taking an ambitious lead at first. Babcock comes set, tries to throw Frost out again. Keeping a little tally here. That's the 4th time Porter Frost that's the 4th time they've tried to pick him off there. Babcock still taking his time. Playing at his pace. You know, just as much a mental game it is for him, it's a mental game for the batters, and he knows that. A lot of pitchers will play some delay techniques, try and get batters in their own minds before he pitches to them. That's why they implemented a pitch clock in MLB. So now we've got Frost at second. Babcock throws that one just a little bit low. Count now 1-1. No one's holding Frost on second. Okay, here we go. Babcock, lots of heat on that one. He'll throw it just a little bit low. Count now 2-1. Sims up to bat. Frost on second. Hornets leading 3-0. 1 out. Babcock comes set. And he'll throw one right past the catcher, sending Frost to third. Frost is now in scoring position for the Hornets. Carson Sims still at the plate. Count 3-1. 1 out. Babcock comes set. Throws one right across the plate. Strike 2. Full count now. 1 out. Frost still at third. Carson Sims has to battle. That'll do it. Carson Sims finds a gap. That's an RBI single for Carson Sims, and Porter Frost will come home. Hornets now lead 4-0.
Next up for the Hornets, number 1, Connor Shively.
Next up to the plate, the shortstop, number 1, Connor Shively. Shively batting left-handed here against the left-handed Babcock. Babcock tries to throw Sims out. Sims comes back to first, standing up. You know, lefty pitchers, they've got the advantage there at first, trying to throw runners out, trying to pick them off. But so far, the Hornets have done a good job of getting back to the base in time. Babcock will throw ball 1. Babcock trying to throw him out again. Carson Sims will stay up. Babcock throws that one just... Oh, I thought that was just a little bit low, but that'll be a strike. Strike 1. Count now 1-1, 1 out. Runner at first. That's Carson Sims at first. Connor Shively, number 1, up to bat. Babcock comes set. Throws one just a little bit outside. Carson Sims makes it to second, standing up. The Warriors weren't even close to throwing him out. Carson Sims showing some speed here. You know, we had some rain earlier, but now the wind's picking up. It's actually quite pleasant for a baseball game. Another pass ball. Carson Sims makes it to third, jogging. Now I've got a runner at third in scoring position. Count 3-1. 1 out. Shively has an opportunity for an RBI here. Shively will make it to first on a ball 4. So now we've got runners on first and third. Next up to bat, Jacoby Takini. So we've got runners on first and third. We've got Sims on third. And we've got Shively on first. Takini up to bat right now. We had a pickoff attempt from the catcher. Cam Herbert tried to pick Carson Sims off there at third. Sims was able to get back in time, a little bit of a bobbled ball. Shively also stole second. So now I've got runners on second and third. They're juiced for Takini. Make something out of it. Babcock hits him with the pitch. That'll load the bases. Now the bases are actually fully juiced. They're at maximum capacity. No room in the inn. Ian Meyer up to bat now for the Hornets. Ian Meyer playing first tonight. Bases loaded. One out. So we could have a tag-up situation if Ian Meyer were to fly out. Meyer will break a metal bat, and they'll get Carson Sims out at home. So now there's 2 outs, bases loaded. What a swing from Ian Meyer. That's some bragging rights right there. Break a metal bat. Wow. Clean break in 2 pieces. Got a base out of that, but Sims was out at home. So now we've got Shively on third. We've got Takini. Oh, I think that's Chase Barrett on second, coming in for Takini. And then now at first, Ian Meyer. Next up to bat for the Hornets, number 4, Max Price. Price, take a ball. I believe it was low. Max Price has been a warrior so far tonight. He battled back from a 1-2 count last at bat. Able to hit about 4 foul balls to stay alive, was walked eventually. Then he got in a pickle between first and second base. He was able to escape out of that, get 2 extra bases from an error, get to third, and then score. So Price will foul that one off. Count now 1-2. Similar situation to his last at-bat. He's got to find a way to stay alive here with the bases loaded and 2 outs. You don't want to leave 3 runners on base. And that'll be ball 2. Count now 2-2. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Max Price up to bat. It'll be the 3rd ball, high and inside. Count now 3-2, full count. One of the biggest situations in baseball. One of the biggest predicaments you can find yourself in. Full count, bases loaded, 2 outs. This next pitch could decide the game. Ball 4, take your base. Max Price walks. It'll send Connor Shively in. He'll score. Hornets now lead 5-0. So a 2-out rally for the Hornets. Next up to bat for the Hornets, number 6. It's their 3rd baseman, Derek Cox. I got to watch Cox play a little bit in football season. He played well. He'll be their quarterback for a couple of years. Good young talent. But I think his true talent is in baseball. He started on varsity last year. as a freshman. Cox will be hit by that pitch. That'll bring... Is that Takini? No, that's Ian Meyer. That'll bring Ian Meyer in to score. Next up to bat, number 12, the pitcher, Corbin Hamilton. Okay, so Chase Barrett was able to score on that one. Ian Meyer is still at third base. At second base, I believe it's Shively. We've got a pass ball situation, and Ian Meyer is able to score. That'll bring Connor Shively to third base. No, that's Max Price at third base. Excuse me. It's so hard to see these numbers from here. Number 6, Derek Cox, is at second, and no one at first. So the Hornets will score another run. 7-0 they lead. Count 1-0. Hamilton gets a piece of that one. He'll send that one straight into the center gap. A 2 RBI double for Corbin Hamilton. What a play. Wow, what a night for Corbin Hamilton. He went 3 up, 3 down in the first inning he was pitching. Hit a leadoff home run. And then now he had a 2 RBI double on the night. Boy, that's a good night of baseball, and it's only the top of the second. We'll have a meeting here on the mound. We'll take a quick break and be right back for more Riverhawk Invitational Baseball. That's the Hornets versus the Philomath Warriors on mybasin.com.
Monthly specials, amazing desserts, and of course your choice of cold or hot beverages.
Call 884-6474 right now to place a food order for pickup or use DoorDash delivery.
Or best of all, come dine in with us.
Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Check out our full menu and all our activities at ilovegenos.com. Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Welcome back to the Riverhawk Invitational Spring Break tournament here. The Hornets have traveled up to the Dalles to spend their spring break playing on the ballpark. It's America's pastime. It's Henley's as well. We've got a little bit of a pitching change there on the mound for the Warriors. It's going to be number 2, Jace Iverson. Ooh, just watching Iverson warm up a little bit. That was a filthy pitch. Boy. So far, the Hornets have been hitting well tonight. They've scored 7 runs this inning. Corbin Hamilton, who was the leadoff. Of this inning. He's hitting in the 7 hole here. He was the leadoff, the first one to hit this inning. He hit a go-ahead home run. And so then he came around, went back to the dugout, as you do. So we've been through the lineup a full time as Corbin Hamilton just hit another one. It was a 2 RBI double. And the night continues for Corbin Hamilton. Now the Hornets lead 9-0. Now, the Hornets lead by 9-0, but the mercy rule can't come into effect until they lead by 10 after 5 innings. So, if they keep hitting like this, this could be a very long night. Hitting now for the Hornets, number 5, Porter Frost. Ball one. 2 outs still. The Hornets are in a little bit of a 2-out rally here as Porter Frost will swing on that one. Count now 1-1. We've got number 13 out there for the Hornets, Cam Carpenter. Cam is, we got a little bit of a hit there. Went to second base. An error on the field allows Porter Frost to get to first. Runners now on first and third. The 2-out rally continues for the Hornets. We've now got Cam Carpenter in position to score there on third base. As I was saying before, Cam Carpenter is 4A Player of the Year, Mark Carpenter's little brother. Now, Mark graduated, last year he graduated, so he's not on the team anymore. But Cam Carpenter is now a freshman. So the Carpenter reign of terror continues for the Hornets. Another hit for the Hornets. It'll stay fair. That's a single for Ryan Douglas. A 1 RBI. Actually, it's an RBI single for Ryan Douglas. And the Hornets leading 10-0. Now all they need to do is hold this lead until the 5th inning, and it's game over. Now we're back to the top of the order, Carson Sims. Sims was thrown out at the plate earlier this inning. Now he's up to bat again. Count now 1-0. As pitcher Jace Iverson threw it just a little bit too high. Hornets lead 10-0. Iverson throws it high. It's cranked by Carson Sims. Will it stay fair? No, it won't. Oh, man, that's tough. He hit that one hard. It was out of the ballpark and just a few feet to the left of the foul post. Boy. Well, whenever I hit a good one foul, my coaches would just tell me to do it again. Hopefully this time it'll be fair. This time it'll be a strike. Swung for the fences again. This time he won't get a piece of the ball. Count 1-2. We've still got a runner at first. 2 outs left. Ball high and inside. Count now 2-2. 2 outs. Ryan Douglas at first. Ball 3, high and inside. Count now 3-2. It's a full count. We've got runners on first and second for the Hornets. Hornets still lead 10-0. Ryan Douglas, stays alive. Oh boy. Porter Frost is on second. Ryan Douglas is on first. Carson Sims will stay alive. He'll foul that one off. Count is still full. We've got a 2-out rally here for the Hornets. Iverson throws an off-speed pitch. Sims will foul it to the left side of the field. Count full, 10-0, the Hornets lead. Carson Sims up to bat, it's full count. And he'll get a piece of that one, just past third base. They'll send another one home. This is Porter Frost coming in to score. So Ryan Douglas will advance to base 2, and Carson Sims is now at first. Hornets lead 11-0. The 2-out rally continues. Another base hit for Carson Sims and another RBI, by the way. Next up to bat for the Hornets, it's number 1, the shortstop, Connor Shively. Shively hits that one hard. It'll drop just before the center fielder can get to it. That's a base hit. They'll go 4 with it. And wow, okay. So what happened there, Ryan Douglas decided to go home, shows his speed. They tried to throw him out from center field, couldn't quite get him. And then Carson Sims decides to take third because the play is happening at home. And then while Carson is taking third, Connor Shively decides to take second. So we've got runners now on second and third. The Hornets lead 12-0. And the 2-out rally stays alive. Next up to bat for the Hornets, number 19, Jacoby Tacchini. The Hornets lead 12-0. We've got 2 runners in scoring position there. A filthy pitch from Iverson. I'll make the count to 0-2. Tacchini's got a battle here. Tacchini looks at that one. Good take. Count now 1-2. We have been streaming this for over an hour, by the way, now. And it's still the second inning. It's the top of the second inning, by the way. Hornets have scored 10 runs this inning. That's enough for a mercy rule in 1 inning. As Iverson throws that one, a little bit of a wild pitch. Throws it just a little bit too high. Count now 2-2. And they'll hit Tacchini. He'll take his base. Bases are now juiced for number 15, Ian Meyer, to come up and hit.
Courtesy runner for Henley, number 10, Chase Barrett.
So Chase Barrett will come in and courtesy run for Jacoby Tacchini. Ian Meyer now to bat for the Hornets. Meyer's playing first tonight. He'll watch a strike go by. This will be his second time up to bat this inning, but his first against this pitcher. Ball high. Count now 1-1. 2 outs still. Bases loaded for Ian Meyer. Ball high and outside. Count now 2-1. At this point, if you're the Warriors, you just got to throw strikes and let your field do the work. And they'll throw a strike, and that's exactly what happens. It's caught at shortstop. The Hornets leave 3 runners hanging on the field, but you can't be mad about that because they scored 10 runs this inning. Now leading 12-0. We'll be right back with bottom of the second on mybasin.com.
Current score 12.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Welcome back to Hornets baseball on mybasin.com. The Hornets lead 12-0 after scoring 10 runs here at the top of the second. We're now in the bottom of the second, and the Hornets will take the field. Corbin Hamilton still pitching after going 3 up, 3 down in what feels like ancient history last inning. Just a reminder, we've now been streaming for 1 hour and 10 minutes, and we're in the bottom of the second inning. However, there is a mercy rule. It's leading by 10 after 5 innings. Hamilton puts one home, strike one. Up to bat for the Warriors. In the 4-hole, it's number 10, Jacob Hernandez. Hernandez plays center field for the Warriors. Hamilton sneaks another one by Hernandez. Count now 0-2. Situation Corbin Hamilton finds himself in a lot. And a little foul ball there. Falls foul on the first base foul line. Got a little bit of talking it over between Takini and Hamilton. Maybe devising a game plan. Talking about what we're going to eat later tonight. Who knows? Count 0-2, no outs. Up to the plate is Jacob Hernandez for the Warriors. Hernandez will foul that one off yet again. A little bit of an off speed from Hamilton. Got him to swing a little bit early there. Hamilton strikes him out. Backwards K for Corbin Hamilton. That'll be the first out of this inning. So far, not a single player for the Warriors has gotten on base. Hamilton just misses the outer third of the plate there. Up to bat for the Warriors is number 6, Wiley Griffith. Count now 1-1. Corbin finds the strike zone. Hamilton, strike 2. Count 1-2 now. Hamilton ahead in the count. He's got some room to work with. Working against Wiley Griffith. And room he takes. Hamilton will put that one into the batter's box. The other's batter's box. Count 2-2. 1 out. The Warriors have yet to put a player on base. Oh, just outside. Count now 3-2. Full count. Hamilton has to throw a strike here, and Wiley has to fight. Wiley goes down swinging, maybe bailed Corbin out a little bit, but good pitching from Hamilton. 2 up, 2 down this inning. 3 up, 3 down last inning. 2 strikeouts so far for Corbin Hamilton this inning. Next up to bat for the Warriors, it's going to be Cameron Cavett. Cameron Cavett plays first base for Philomath, as Hamilton will throw a ball high. Count now 1-0. Foul ball into the parking lot. Count 1-1 now. 2 outs. Warriors still have yet to put a player on base. Hamilton going to work against Cameron Cavett. Cavett, another foul ball. Count now 1-2. So some snapshots of the last 3 at-bats were 0-2, 1-2, and now it's 1-2 again is what Corbin Hamilton finds himself in. He'll get another strikeout. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts for Corbin Hamilton, and the Hornets will go back to batting for the top of the third. Hornets lead 12-0. We'll be right back after a quick break for more Henley baseball on mybasin.com.
Looking for insurance from someone who truly understands rural Klamath? Meet Gabby Haskins, a licensed agent for Country Financial, born and raised in Merrill, with deep roots in agriculture and the local way of life. Whether you're protecting your family farm, homes, vehicles, businesses, Gabby's here to help. She offers trusted, personalized insurance for farm, life, home, auto, commercial, and retirement needs at Gary Sheen's Country Financial office in Merrill. Stop by today and see why Merrill residents trust one of their own. Country Financial, here to help you experience more in Merrill.
What are your goals? To get stronger, move better, feel healthier? Whatever you are aiming for, Harbor Isles is here to help you. They have brand new cardio and strength equipment. Harbor Isles offers indoor tennis courts, 4 indoor pickleball courts, energizing group classes, expert personal trainers, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff ready to guide you every step of the way. No matter what your goals are, Harbor Isles has everything you need to reach those goals. Stop by and see the difference for yourself. Harbor Isles, lose those reins and get your gains.
Welcome back to Henley Baseball on mybasin.com. We're at the Riverhawk Baseball Invitational here for spring break. The Hornets lead 12-0 against the Philomath Warriors. Last inning, the Hornets scored 10 runs, and then they went 3 up, 3 down with 3 strikeouts from Corbin Hamilton. So we've got another pitching change from the Warriors. It's going to be number 10, excuse me. It's going to be Jacob Hernandez. Hernandez coming from center field to pitch for Philomath. So top of the third. Last inning lasted 25 minutes. That was about half of the game at that point. We've been streaming so far for an hour and 15 minutes, and it's the top of the third. Up to bat now, number 4, Max Price. Price is pinch hitting for Harley Hoblet. First pitch is a ball low. Third pitch in 3 innings for Philomath. Hernandez pitches another one low. Ball 2. Count out 2-0. Price swings at an inside pitch. He's looking to beat that out. He shows speed and an error from the third baseman from Philomath. That'll be number 3, A.J. Altishin. He'll commit that error, and Max Price will get on base. So Max Price now at first. Up to bat now for the Hornets, number 6. It's their third baseman, Derek Cox. Count now 0-1. Got a little bit of a strike there. Hernandez with a nasty pitch, but Cox is able to get a hold of it anyways. A dropped fly from the Warriors, and Cox will take first. So that's a single for Derek Cox. Boy, that pitch had a lot of movement on it, and Cox said, no bother. I'll get a base hit out of it anyways. So next up to bat for the Hornets is number 12, Corbin Hamilton. Hamilton, last inning, came up to bat for his first at-bat. First pitch, he had a home run. Second at-bat, he had a 2 RBI double. He also went 3 up, 3 down for the last 2 innings. So we'll see what Corbin Hamilton can do. He'll take a strike down the middle. First pitch of this at-bat. Hernandez throws one just inside. Corbin Hamilton has to back out of the box. Count now 1-1. It's not like these Philomath pitchers are scrubs either. Like, these Philomath pitchers are very good. They have a lot of movement and a lot of velocity. Hornets just seem to be hitting better under the lights somehow. Hamilton, take a ball low. Count 2-1 now. Ball outside in the batter's box. Count now 3-1. We've got runners on first and second. Max Price is on second. Derek Cox is on first. Corbin Hamilton's up to bat. Heading the count 3-1. Hamilton gets a hold of that one. It's a beautiful base hit for Corbin Hamilton. And that'll load the bases. Next up to bat for the Hornets, number 5, Porter Frost.
Now batting for the Hornets, number 10, Chase Barrett.
Oh, it looks like Chase Barrett came in to hit for Porter Frost. So the ump is going to mark it down. There's a little pocket notepad there, letting everyone know Chase Barrett's up to bat for the Hornets. Barrett has pinch or designated runner, relief runner, whatever you want to call it. He's ran for Jacoby Tacchini for the last at-bats of Tacchini this game. But now he has a chance to hit himself. So we'll start off this at-bat with a strike 1. Chase Barrett will check his swing. That'll be ball 1. Count now 1-1. Bases loaded for the Hornets. No outs. A wild pitch from Hernandez will allow Max Price to score with ease. The Hornets now lead 13-0. Count 2-1 after that wild pitch. Chase Barrett. Hernandez will take his time. Hernandez throws a beauty. That'll hit home. Count now 2-2. Runners on second and third. Hernandez. He'll come set. Working against Chase Barrett here. Hernandez throws it down the middle. Chase Barrett hits it into the gap. That's a base hit for Chase Barrett. That'll be a 2 RBI single, as he'll hit in Derek Cox and Corbin Hamilton. So the Hornets now lead 15-0 here at the top of the third. No outs so far. Great hit for Chase Barrett. Next up to bat for the Hornets, it's going to be number 8, Gaines Cleveland. Cleveland will take the first pitch low and inside. Still got a runner at first for the Hornets. The Hornets lead 15-0. No outs. Count 1-0. Hernandez with another high and outside pitch. Well, another outside pitch. This one lands just high. Hernandez looks back. Not a lefty. It's going to be harder for him to throw him out at first. Instead, he'll throw it. And it'll be a strike. Strike one. Count now 2-1 for Hernandez. Working against Gaines Cleveland. Strike two. Great pitch from Hernandez there. Cleveland needs to battle back. Count 2-2. Oh, breaking pitch. Breaks. Starts outside. Breaks inside. Catches the outer third of the plate. And Cleveland goes down. Looking. One out. Back at the top of the lineup. It's Carson Sims. Now the Hornets still lead 15-0. There's one out. Sims will look at that ball in the other batter's box. Doesn't seem to matter what Philomath can throw at these Hornets tonight. The Hornets hitting well no matter what. And a beautiful hit into the gap from Carson Sims. He'll go two, and he's up. Carson Sims with an RBI double. He'll bring in Chase Barrett. So Barrett scores.
Next up for the Hornets, shortstop
and Carson Sims on second. Next up to bat for the Hornets, number 1, Connor Shively. Hernandez throws it into the outside of the batter's box, to the outside of the other batter's box. He's working against the lefty Shively. So the count now 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Sims there on second base. Ball in the dirt. Good recovery by the catcher there for the Warriors. Count now 1-1. Oh, excuse me. Count now 2-0. Should be. Sims with a decent lead off at second. Shively will take another ball inside and low. Count 3-0. Shively in the batter's box. Hernandez will throw one home. Count now 3-1. Sims looking for something on second base. He's quick enough. No one's there to hold him. Hernandez throws one down the middle. It's a little bit of a chip from Shively. Shively almost beat it out, but not quite. That'll be the second out for the Warriors this inning. Carson Sims there in scoring position for the Hornets. Next up to bat for the Hornets, the catcher, Jacoby Takini. Takini will take one low and outside in the left-handed batter's box. Sims not being held at third there. Strike one. Count now 1-1, 2 outs as the Hornets lead 16-0. Carson Sims in scoring position. Jacoby Takini at the plate. Takini cracks one, hits it straight to the shortstop there for the Warriors. That'll be the third out of the top of the third. We'll be right back with the bottom of the third for more Henley baseball on mybasin.com.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Welcome back to Hornet Baseball on mybasin.com. The Hornets lead 16-0 against the Philomath Warriors here at Bob Williams Field in Quinton Street Ballpark. This is the Riverhawk Spring Break Invitational Baseball Tournament. These boys are spending 4 days of their spring break playing ball. So after 4 runs last inning, the Hornets entering the bottom of the third. They've gone 3 up, 3 down the last 2 innings. In the last inning, Corbin Hamilton went 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. So he's having a great night tonight. Hamilton will get him swinging there at bat right now for the Warriors. Fouled that one off. Count still 0-2. That pitch just a little bit high. Count now 1-2. Hamilton will get Woosley swinging on the off speed. First strikeout there for Corbin. And that'll be the first out for the Hornets. Up to bat now, number 11, Cam Herbert. Hamilton will throw a ball for the first pitch of this at-bat. Ball 2 for Corbin Hamilton. He'll throw a strike there. Count now 2-1. Fouled off by Herbert. Cam Herbert, the catcher here for the Warriors tonight. Hamilton makes the count full. 3-2. Herbert up to bat. Hamilton will ruin the perfect game and he'll walk Cam Herbert.
Next up for Philomath, right fielder number 4.
Next up to bat for the Warriors, number 4, Gavin Bennett. So 1 out, 1 runner on first for the Warriors. This is the first player that has gone on base all game for Philomath. Gavin Bennett. He plays right field for Philomath, batting in the 9 spot. So finally, every single Warrior has been up to bat. As Hamilton throws strike for the first pitch. Hamilton throws that one just a little bit low. Count 1-1. We've still got a runner at first there. That's Herbert. Hamilton throws one just low and outside. Count now 2-1. Gavin Bennett there in the batter's box. Hamilton throws a heater down the middle. Count 2-2. Hamilton throws that one just a little bit outside. We've still got Cam Herbert at first. Full count here in this at-bat. And ball 4 down the middle. Batter, take your base.
Next up for the Warriors, top of the order, number 5, Sammy Hernandez.
So we'll have runners on first and second for the Warriors now. Still one out. Next up to bat, Sammy Hernandez. Hamilton throws a nasty pitch. They'll call that one a ball. Ah, man. I'm not sure what we're doing here. We're playing soft or something here. Should have been a strike in my eyes. This time, undeniably, throws a strike as the batter swung. Didn't get a piece of it. So we've got runners on first and second now. Hamilton, strike 2. Count 1-2. Hamilton looks back at Herbert on second. Then he'll throw a perfect strike. He'll strike out Sammy Hernandez, who sends him back to the dugout. 2 outs now. Runners on first and second.
Warriors, number 9, Caleb Babcock.
Next up to bat for the Warriors, in the 2 spot, Caleb Babcock. Babcock was the first pitcher here tonight for the Warriors. So far, they've gone through 2 more. Strike 1. Hamilton collects himself, sets his feet, looks back at the runner on second, unleashes a pitch, gets him to swing. Count now 0-2. 2 outs. The Hornets lead 16-0 here in the bottom of the third. Hamilton throws that one just a little bit high. Count now 1-2. Hamilton still ahead in the count. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Hamilton throws that pitch. We've got a soft little, almost like a bunt is what it looks like from Caleb Babcock. Good hustle from Takini, but couldn't throw him out in time. So next up to bat, number 3, A.J. Altishin. Bases loaded now, 2 outs. Hornets still lead 16-0. Warriors are battling back. Corbin Hamilton throws a ball in the left-handed batter's box. Oh, an error from second base allows 2 runs to come in for the Warriors. 16-2, the Hornets lead. We've now got runners on first and third.
Next up for Philomath, number 10, Jacob Hernandez.
So near second base. Next up to bat, number 10, Jacob Hernandez. Hernandez plays center field for the Warriors. Hamilton throws that pitch just a little bit high. Hamilton throws that one just a little bit inside and low. Count now 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Runners on first and third for the Warriors. Hamilton throws it high and outside. Count now 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Hamilton's got to throw a strike here. Ball 4. Batter, take your base. So Hernandez will take first. We've got runners now. The bases are loaded, so runners on first, second, and third. Next up to bat is Wiley Griffith. Griffith plays second base for the Warriors. Two outs still as the Warriors in a bit of a 2-out rally here. They're fighting back. Warriors do. Hamilton throws one down the middle. It's popped up and caught by right fielder Porter Frost. So Porter Frost makes the catch. Hornets lead 16-2. The Warriors left 3 runners stranded on bases. We'll be right back with the top of the 4th inning. More Henley baseball on mybasin.com.
Pacific Power works day in and day out to power our communities because we know our neighbors rely on us. We're trimming and clearing branches around poles and lines, protecting our system, and giving you real-time updates when storms roll in. You can count on us in all seasons. 24/7, we're here for you. Powering your greatness.
Hi, I'm Jill with Klamath Falls Honda. If you live in Southern Oregon, you know the weather can keep you guessing. 1 minute it can be sunny, and the next, something like this. That's why vehicles like the Honda Ridgeline just make sense. With available all-wheel drive and the capability to handle whatever rolls in, you're ready for it. And customers like Rob are ready too.
Couldn't have picked a better day.
So whether it's sunshine or snow, stop by and say hi. We'll keep you safe on the road.
Welcome back to Henley Baseball on mybasin.com. Hornets lead 16-2. Porter Frost had the inning-ending catch there in right field. And now the Hornets come back to bat. Batting for the Hornets, number 13, Cam Carpenter. You know, it's, boy, I bet the Hornets opponents this season are going to get flashbacks because he's wearing the same number as his brother Mark. And he looks just like him out there, except he's a freshman. He's still got 4 more years to play. Hernandez throws that one just a little bit outside. Count now 1-0. Carpenter pops that one up. Didn't get a full piece of it. And it's dropped. So Carpenter gets on base after a drop from first baseman, number 17, Cameron Cavett. So an error from Cavett allows Cam Carpenter on base. Max Price up to bat now for the Hornets. Price comes out swinging. He'll miss that one, so count now 0-1. Wow. Pitch from Hamilton got a little bit, or not Hamilton, Hernandez, excuse me, got a little bit wild. Price had to duck out of that one. Price, another swinging miss. Count now 1-2. Hernandez stepping off the mound, taking his time there. We've got Cam Carpenter on first base. And Max Price up to bat. Count now 2-2. Hernandez comes set, looks back at Cam Carpenter. Now pitches to Price. A filthy pitch, lots of movement, and it's a backwards K for Hernandez for the first out of the top of the 4th.
Now batting for the Hornets, number 7, Ty Teeters.
Next up to bat for the Hornets, number 7, Ty Titus. Ty Teeters. He'll take a ball for the first pitch of this at-bat. Cam Carpenter still on first base. Ball 2, high and inside. Teeters takes ball 3. Count now 3-0. Cam Carpenter still at first. 1 out. We've been playing for nearly 2 hours. It's the top of the 4th. Remember, the mercy rule is after 5 innings. So Teeters will wear one on his left shoulder there. He'll take his base. Cam Carpenter gets pushed to second. Now runners on first and second base. Hernandez and third baseman A.J. Altashin talking it over there on the mound. Up to bat now for the Hornets, number 12. It's Corbin Hamilton. Hamilton had a home run for his first at-bat, and then for his second at-bat, he had a 2 RBI double. See what he does here. A pass ball allows runners to advance to second and third. Excuse me. That's Cam Carpenter on third and Ty Teeters on second. Counting 1-0. Hamilton. Almost hit by that pitch. He'll barely escape it. We've got runners on second and third now. Hernandez going to work against Hamilton. Hamilton ropes it, but it just goes foul. Count now 2-1. Runners on second and third. Score 16-2. And a pass ball allows Cam Carpenter to get into home. He'll score. So, freshman scores. The Hornets now lead 17-2. Count is still 3-1. Got the pitching coach coming out here for the Philomath Warriors. So, they'll have a meeting on the mound. We'll step aside for a quick break as the Hornets lead 17-2 here at the bottom of the fourth. Back after this.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Welcome back to Hornet Baseball on MyBasin.com. The Hornets lead 17-2 here at the top of the fourth as we get a little bit of a pitching change here from the Philomath Warriors. Remember, the mercy rule can't happen until after 5 innings. So Hernandez's brother, that was Jacob Hernandez, who was just pitching. He plays center for the Warriors. His brother, Sammy Hernandez, now, who plays shortstop, will come in to pitch. This will be the fourth pitcher in 4 innings for the Philomath Warriors. And the Hornets keep hitting with 1 out. It's been a good game so far tonight. The big inning was the second inning for the Hornets, where they scored 10. It's enough to mercy rule a team on its own, and they've scored every inning. They scored 4 last inning and 2 in the first inning. I believe we've been through the lineup 4 times now. So 4 innings, 4 times through the lineup, and 4 pitchers. The Hornets having a night in the batter's box. It's kind of weird. They won 4-1 the other day, yesterday, against. They won yesterday 4-1 against St. Helens when it was light out. And today, or this evening, tonight, whatever you want to call it, they're winning 17-2 underneath the lights. Seems like they hit better with the lights than in broad daylight. Sammy Hernandez looks like he's throwing some heat out there. He's a sophomore this year. We'll see if this is the pitcher for the Warriors that can stop the Hornets. Up to the plate is Corbin Hamilton, so Hernandez will pick up where his brother left off here in the count. One out still. We've got a runner on third. Ball 4, Corbin Hamilton, you take your base. So now runners on first and third for the Hornets. Up next to bat for the Hornets, number 10, Chase Barrett. Ball 1 is high. Hernandez throws one past the catcher, and in comes number 7 for the Hornets. It's Ty Teeters, excuse me. So Teeters will cross home plate, making it 18-2 in favor of the Hornets. Corbin Hamilton advances to second. Strike one. Count now 1-1 for Chase Barrett. Barrett gets just a piece of that. He just gets underneath it, fouls it back off into the fence. Count now 1-2. Sammy Hernandez comes set at the mound, unleashes a ball. Count on 2-2. Corbin Hamilton back there on second still. One out in the top of the fourth. Wow, great hit from Chase Barrett. And he'll make it to first. Corbin Hamilton on third now. Got runners on first and third. Corbin Hamilton in scoring position. Next up to bat for the Hornets, Cleveland Gaines. He's number 8 out there. Gaines, the lefty. He'll immediately foul that one off to start this at bat. Count now 0-1. Hernandez throws one home, gets him swinging. Count now 0-2. Sam Hernandez wildly ahead in the count. Gaines has to battle back here. Ball low and outside. Count now 1-2. Still got runners on first and the third. One out. Hernandez throws one just on the outer third of the plate. Looked like charity to me. I didn't think it was close, but 2 outs now. Back to the top of the lineup. Number 3, Carson Sims. Runners on first and third now. Carson Sims up to the plate. Hernandez throws it just outside. Had a lot of spin on that one, but couldn't quite get it over the plate. Ball 1. Second pitch, ball low. Count out 2-0. Sims gets a hold of it, goes straight to third base. He almost beats it out, but he's called out. So that was the end of the top of the fourth. The Hornets scored twice, leading 18-2 now. We'll be right back with the bottom of the fourth for Henley Baseball on mybasin.com.
Over the last year, you've heard and seen the advertisement for God's Gifts 2, a local photographer who travels to high school sporting events and takes individual and team action photos at a great price. Something you may not know, though, is that the money from God's Gifts Photography supports 6 children in Kenya who Annalisa has met on mission trips. If you'd like to capture your athlete in action and help support these kids, call 541-281-2206. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook.
It's time to reclaim your health and your autonomy. At Heartfelt OBGYN, they focus on you. Their evidence-based approach to care means fewer office visits and a targeted treatment plan to directly address your specific needs. They believe in solutions for their patients, not the industry's profit margin. The providers at Heartfelt OBGYN are committed to serving the community and giving back to the basin. Find them at heartfeltobgyn.com. Heartfelt, because you deserve to be in control of your body and your informed choices.
Welcome back to Henley Baseball on mybasin.com. We've got a pitching change for the Hornets. It's going to be Hunter Glidden. Now, I played with his brother, Ryan Glidden, all the way through Little League, and he was in my class, actually, with the graduating class of KU 2025. I also know his grandpa. Shout out to Dr. Glidden if you're watching this. Small town, Klamath Falls, but Hunter Glidden looks like he's got a good arm to him. Strong fastball. And Corbin Hamilton was subbed out after a perfect inning in the second inning. 3 up, 3 down. I guess perfect 2 innings. Last inning, he let 2 runs in, and Hunter Glidden is now up to pitch for the Hornets. Up to bat now for the Warriors. It's going to be number 17, Cameron Kavit. Strike 1. So the Hornets lead 18-2. They scored twice in the first inning. Scored 10 times in the second inning, scored 4 times in the third inning, and twice last inning. Well, I guess this inning, the top of this inning, we're now in the bottom of the fourth. 1-1 now the count. Glidden misses the mark again. Count out 2-1. A well-hit pitch just falls foul for Kavit. Glidden misses the mark again. Count now full. 3-2. Glidden hits down the middle. Kavit hits it straight to third base, and they'll throw him out.
Now batting for the Warriors, number 7, Rustin Woolsey.
That was Derek Cox who made that play. Threw it to Corbin Hamilton there on first base. That's the first out of this inning. Hornets lead 18-2. Next up to bat is number 7, Rustin Woosley. Woosley will foul that one out back into the parking lot. Up and over the press box here. Great pitch from Hunter Glidden. He's putting everything into those. Count now 0-2. He's ahead in the count. Hornets lead 18-2. Glidden gets him to swing. 3 pitches and a strikeout for Hunter Glidden. 2 outs now in the bottom of the 4th. Next up to bat for Philomath. It's number 11, Cam Herbert. Herbert watches the ball low. Hunter Glidden working against a lefty here. Glidden pitches one right down the middle. It's hit by Herbert straight to Carson Sims there on second base. That'll be the 3rd out here for the Hornets at the bottom of the 4th. Going into the 5th now, the Hornets will bat. Be right back with more Henley baseball on mybasin.com as they lead 18-2.
Looking for insurance from someone who truly understands rural Klamath? Meet Gabby Haskins, a licensed agent for Country Financial, born and raised in Merrill, with deep roots in agriculture and the local way of life. Whether you're protecting your family farm, homes, vehicles, businesses, Gabby's here to help. She offers trusted, personalized insurance for farm, life, home, auto, commercial, and retirement needs at Gary Sheen's Country Financial office in Merrill. Stop by today and see why Merrill residents trust one of their own. Country Financial, here to help you experience more in Merrill.
What are your goals? To get stronger, move better, feel healthier? Whatever you're aiming for, Harbor Isles is here to help you. They have brand new cardio and strength equipment. Harbor Isles offers indoor tennis courts, 4 indoor pickleball courts, energizing group classes, expert personal trainers, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff ready to guide you every step of the way. No matter what your goals are, Harbor Isles has everything you need to reach those goals. Stop by and see the difference for yourself. Harbor Isles, lose those reins and get your gains.
Welcome back to Henley Baseball on mybasin.com. Walter Hartley welcoming you back to Bob Williams Field as we enter the top of the 5th inning. Hornets lead 18-2. So if the Hornets can hold this lead through this inning, that will be a mercy ruling, and we'll all go home. The Hornets will win. But we have to get there first. And next up to bat for the Hornets, it'll be number 1, Connor Shively. Just a little bit of a recap for you there, folks. In the first inning, the Hornets scored twice. In the second inning, they scored 10 times. In the third inning, they scored 4 times. In the last inning, they scored twice. So they have a chance to extend their lead, leading 18-2 now. Sammy Hernandez throw a ball for the first pitch of this inning, working against Shively. Hernandez throws it just outside. Count now 2-0. We have now been streaming for over 2 hours. It's the top of the 5th. Hernandez, third pitch outside. Count now 3-0. Hernandez calls a strike there. Shively working against him. He'll take ball 4 inside. Shively, take your base. So now the Hornets have a runner on first. Next up to bat for the Hornets, number 19, Jacoby Takini. Takini hits a pop fly out to right field. Right fielders, they're able to catch it. Catch was made by number 4, Gavin Bennett. Next up to bat for the Hornets, it's Cam Carpenter. Carpenter got on base last inning off of an error made by the first baseman. He had a pop fly and he dropped it. Count now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Connor Shively still at first there. Cam Carpenter hit one well, it just fell foul. So he'll go back to the plate. Count now 1-2. Hernandez puts one into the dirt. Shively will reach second base jogging. He's up. And the count's now 2-2. Or 2-2. 1 out. Runner at second. Two and two. Carpenter at the plate. He'll take another ball. Full count. Count 3-2. Shively still at second base there. Count full. Carpenter hits a ball to shortstop. It'll send Shively to third base. Carpenter can't quite beat out the ground ball, but Shively is in scoring position now. Good sacrifice ground out.
Number 4, Max Price.
So next up to bat, number 4, Max Price. Hernandez collects himself, throws one straight into the dirt. Ball 1. Count now 1-0. Shively still at third. Ooh. And Max Price gets hit right in the hands. But I believe it got a piece of the bat. So that'll be a foul ball. Count now 1-1. That pitch is in the dirt. Count 2-1. Shively decided not to go for it. We'll let Max Price hopefully hit him in. 18-2, the Hornets lead the Philomath Warriors. Hernandez throws it down the middle. It's hit hard, but it's hit high by Max Price. You usually want those things to go horizontal and not vertical. So Max Price flies out for the top of the 5th. When we come back, we'll get ready for the bottom of the 5th for Henley Baseball on mybasin.com.
Over the last year,
treatment plan to directly address your specific needs. They believe in solutions for their patients, not the industry's profit margin. The providers at Heartfelt OBGYN are committed to serving the community and giving back to the basin. Find them at heartfeltobgyn.com. Heartfelt, because you deserve to be in control of your body and your informed choices.
Welcome back to Hornet Baseball on mybasin.com. The Hornets lead 18-2. He scored twice in the first inning, 10 times in the second inning, 4 times in the third inning, twice in the fourth inning, and we're now in the bottom of the fifth. They didn't score last inning, or the top of this inning. Excuse me. So because the Hornets lead 18-2, it's a 16-point lead. All they need is 10 points through this inning, and they'll be victorious. So Hunter Glidden's still out there pitching for the Hornets. He unleashes a hard pitch. It's fouled off by number 4, Bennett Gavin. Gavin is hitting 9th for the Warriors. He'll swing at that one there. Count now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes for the Philomath Warriors. Staying alive. Count stays 1-2. As Barrett was able to foul that one off into the chain link fence there. Strike 3. Hunter Glidden froze him up on that pitch. That'll be the first out of the bottom of the 5th. Next up to bat, starting at the top of the lineup now, it's Sammy Hernandez. Glidden gets him to swing. Nothing but air. Swing and a miss. Count now 0-1. Wild pitch there. Count 1-1. Glidden hits it to the outside. It's hit oppo by Hernandez. Glidden throws a ball high and outside there. Throws one there on the inside. Count now 2-0. Three balls in a row for Hunter Glidden. It's not hard facing, or it's not easy facing a left-handed batter as a right-handed pitcher. Glidden this time delivers a strike. Count now 3-1. Glidden throws one right down the middle as Babcock hits it straight to Carson Sims. Sims bobbles the ball but is able to recover, throws it him out at first. That's game. The Hornets win 18-2. I'll be right back for a little bit of a post-game show and then send you on your way. Back after this for Henley Baseball on mybasin.com.
Looking for insurance from someone who truly understands rural Klamath? Meet Gabby Haskins, a licensed agent for Country Financial, born and raised in Merrill, with deep roots in agriculture and the local way of life. Whether you're protecting your family farm, homes, vehicles, businesses, Gabby's here to help. She offers trusted, personalized insurance for farm, life, home, auto, commercial, and retirement needs at Gary Sheen's Country Financial office in Merrill. Stop by today and see why Merrill residents trust one of their own. Country Financial, here to help you experience more in Merrill.
Come on in. Hey, I'm Jason with Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness, and Performance, and just a little bit about us. So we started in March of 2020, opened right before COVID hit. It's been a wild ride. So one of the things I'm super passionate about is this idea of being guides, and or think about like a map and compass. If you think about our job as physical therapists is to take a person who's had an injury and help them kind of go from point A to point B. And everybody's journey is different. It's never a straight line. It's nice to have someone that's been there, that's walked that path before many times. And so we see it as our honor and privilege to be able to walk with patients through those little steps along the way of getting back to doing the things they love. So to get a hold of us at Elevate, you can call our number at 541-887-2030. Check out our website, elevateptfp.com, or check us out on Instagram, shoot us a message.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Welcome back to Hornet Baseball on mybasin.com. The Hornets beat the Philomath Warriors 18-2 here for the Riverhawk Invitational Spring Break Tournament. We'll be right back here tomorrow on mybasin.com at 3:30. That's right, the Hornets game against Astoria tomorrow got moved from 6:30 to 3:30. So I'll see you guys all then on mybasin.com and on YouTube for that game. Good job to the Hornets. Have a good night.